watched move-up buyers in Southwest Washington's luxury market make the same 5 mistakes for 15 years. Each one of them cost somewhere between $40,000 and $200,000. And here's the worst part. Every single one of them is preventable. The buyers making these mistakes aren't unsophisticated. They're successful professionals, business owners, executives. They've bought and sold homes before. But the move-up transaction at $1 million to $2 million tier is a completely different animal from anything they've done before. And most agents don't know how to coach them through it. Today, I'm going to walk through all 5 and the framework that prevents them. I'm Shaunna Karlous with eXp Realty. I've been in the Southwest Washington market for over 15 years, and the $1 million to $2 million move-up transaction is my specialty. Not first-time buyers, not investors, move-up buyers, families ready to step from a $700,000 to $1 million home into the luxury tier without losing their minds or their equity in the process. This is the exact framework I walk every client through before we touch a listing or write an offer. If you want the worksheet version, same one I share with my clients on our first consultation, the link's in the description. Free, no opt-in. Now let's get into the mistakes, starting with the one that happens before most buyers even realize the transaction has begun. Mistake number 1, the one nobody talks about because it happens before the transaction officially starts. Listing your current home before you've done a proper equity gap analysis. Here's what most move-up buyers do. They get a Zillow estimate of their current home. They calculate roughly what they think they'll net after the sale. They look at homes online in their target range. Then they call an agent, list their house, and start touring. That sequence is backwards, and it costs them between $50,000 to $100,000 in purchasing power they didn't even know they had, or it stretches them into a price tier their numbers don't actually support. The equity gap analysis is the work you do before listing. It's the precise calculation of what your current home will realistically sell for in the specific market right now, what you'll net after commissions and closing costs, what your renovation and staging investment should be to maximize that net, and what real numbers gives you as a down payment in your target price tier. Then we layer in the timing reality. Will your buyer want a rent back? Will you need bridge financing? What's the actual range of homes you can compete for? Real example from my business, couple from Vancouver sitting in a beautiful Florida home they bought in 2009. Zillow estimated at $850,000. They were budgeting a $1.1 million move up. We ran the actual analysis. Turns out their home, properly prepped and priced strategically, was a $920,000 home in our current market. After the commissions and a smart $15,000 refresh investment, they netted enough to move up into a $1.4 million home instead of $1.1. That's $300,000 difference of what they could actually afford, and they would have settled for less if we'd done it the wrong way around. Never list before you analyze. The equity gap analysis is the first thing I do with every move-up client, and it's the single highest ROI hour we'll spend together. Mistake number 2, falling in love with a property before you know your financing tools. This is the emotional mistake, and even the most analytical buyers make it. Here's the scenario. You're casually scrolling Zillow on a Tuesday night, and you see the house, the one you've been picturing for 2 years, the Columbia River view, the chef's kitchen, the main floor primary suite, and you're already mentally moving in before you've finished the listing photos. The next morning, you call your agent and you say, "We need to see it Friday." Here's what happens next. You tour the home. You love it even more in person. You write an offer at full asking price because you're afraid to lose it. And then you find out you have to be contingent on selling your current home because nobody walked you through the bridge financing, rent backs, or extended close options before you fell in love. Now you're competing with a non-contingent buyer who can close in 30 days, and your dream home goes to them. Or even worse, you remove the contingency to win the offer. Then you spend the next 90 days panicked that your current home won't sell in time and ultimately accept $80,000 less than market value on your sale because you had to close to fund the purchase. Both scenarios are preventable with one step. Map your financing tools first. Before you tour a single property in your target tier, you and I have already had the conversation about whether bridge financing is the right play, whether your current home is rent back attractive, what an extended close negotiation looks like, and what you can credibly offer. Then when you fall in love, and you will, you have power, not panic. Mistake number 3, underestimating the renovation reality at the entry luxury tier. This one surprises buyers because they assume, reasonably, that a $1.5 million home doesn't need work. Here's the truth in 2026. That $1.5 million home in Camas, Washougal, Ridgefield, or Vancouver is often a beautifully maintained 2010 to 2018 build. The bones are great. The location is right. But the kitchen has a 2015 finishes that don't match what today's buyers consider luxury. The primary bathroom needs the tile redone. The flooring is good, but not great. The lighting is dated. By the time you finish making it truly feel luxury, you spend $80,000 to $150,000 on a home you thought was move-in ready. Now, that's not necessarily bad. Sometimes the smartest play is to buy the right house at $1.4 million and invest $100,000 to make it perfect, ending up with a $1.5 million total cost on a home that you would have sold for $1.6 million brand new with upgrades. Smart play, executed correctly, but you have to know going in. Most buyers don't budget for it. Then they're 3 months in, over budget and stressed. The renovation reality check goes in your number from the start. If your move-up budget is $1.5 million total cost, that might mean $1.35 million home plus $150 in renovations, $1.5 million ready home with no upgrade needed. Both are legitimate paths, but you have to choose a path before you tour. Otherwise, you fall in love with a $1.45 million home that needs $100,000 of work, and now you're at $1.55 million and over budget. Real client story, Camas family last year, $1.5 million budget. They wanted move-in ready and specific aesthetic. We toured 14 homes, only 3 were truly move-in to their standard, and the other 11 needed $40,000 to $120,000 of upgrades. They ended up choosing one of the 3 move-in ready options at $1.48 million. No renovation surprise, clean transition. That's what knowing reality in advance gets you. Quick check-in. If you're catching this mid-scroll, hit the like button. It helps YouTube share this with other move-up buyers who need it. And drop a comment. Which of these first 3 mistakes hits closest to home for you? I read every one. All right, mistake number 4 is the one that costs the most money by far. Mistake number 4 is the builder betrayal. Signing a cost-plus custom build contract without a guaranteed maximum price cap. This one costs the most money of any mistake on this list. We're talking $200,000 to $400,000 in overruns, and it's the one most agents won't warn you about because they don't want to upset their builder relationships. I'll say it anyways. There are 2 main contract structures for custom builds. Fixed price means the builder commits to a number and eats any overruns. Cost plus means you pay the actual material and labor costs, plus the builder's markup of 15 to 20%. The cost plus structure sounds reasonable on paper. It's framed more as a transparent, but it transfers all the cost risk to you. Lumber prices spike, you pay it. Subcontractors charge overtime, you pay it. The minor change you requested is billed at full material cost plus markup. In 2026 specifically, this is brutal. Tariff impacts on materials are still elevated. Subcontractor schedules are tight, which means overtime billing. I have watched 2 custom builds in our local market in the last 18 months go $300,000 to $500,000 over their original budget on cost plus contracts. The builders weren't doing anything illegal. The contract allows it. The families just didn't understand what they signed. My rule, and this should be your rule, never sign a cost plus contract without a guaranteed maximum price cap. That single sentence, not to exceed this much dollar amount, protects you from runaway overruns. If a builder won't agree to a price fixed contract or a cost plus with a guaranteed maximum, that tells you everything you need to know. There are plenty of builders in Camas, Washougal, Ridgefield, and the broader Southwest Washington market who will work within proper contract structures. Find them. Don't sign with the ones who won't. This is exactly why I do a new construction lifestyle audit for every client considering a custom build. We vet the builder. We analyze the contract structure. We identify risk points before you sign anything. I'd rather lose a builder relationship than let my client lose $300,000 to a preventable contract trap. Mistake number 5, and this one is a meta mistake, the one that causes all the others to be more likely, treating a $1.5 million move-up transaction like a starter home purchase. Different stakes, different process, different professional standards required. Here's how this one shows up. Buyer hires the same agent who sold their starter home 12 years ago. Lovely person, perfectly competent for that transaction, completely out of their depth on a simultaneous luxury sell and buy. The agent doesn't run an equity gap analysis because they've never been trained on one. They don't map financing tools because their other clients don't ask. They don't analyze cost plus contracts because they've never closed a custom build. They negotiate the home purchase like a starter. Ask for inspection items, hope for a few thousand in concessions, miss the strategic opportunities a luxury transaction creates. The transaction closes, the buyer ends up in the new home, but on the way there, they overpaid by $40,000, missed $50,000 in seller concessions they could have gotten, listed their current home for $30,000 under what it could have sold for, paid full retail for renovations a strategic timeline would have negotiated better, add it up, and they lost $150,000 to $200,000 to a transaction that closed successfully. Here's the framework difference. A $1.5 million move-up transaction is not a transaction, it's an orchestration. 3 to 5 parties, 2 simultaneous closings, financing coordination, renovation timelines, possible bridge loans, possible rent backs, often a builder relationship, sometimes multi-generational considerations, always emotional stakes. The agent running this needs to be a strategist, not a salesperson. A move-up specialization isn't a marketing label. It's a completely different skill set. Now the good news, all 5 of these mistakes are preventable with one framework. And it's the framework I walk every move-up client through before we touch a listing. I call it the lifestyle transition blueprint, and the sequence matters. Step 1, the equity gap analysis. We figure out exactly what your current home is worth in this market with the right prep, what you'll net, and what that gives you in purchasing power. This single step prevents mistake number 1. Step 2, the financing tools map. We walk through bridge loans, rent backs, extended closes, and the exact play for your specific scenario. This way you fall in love with options, not panic. Prevents mistake number 2. Step 3, the target inventory brief. We define your true target tier, including the renovation reality, move-in ready versus partial renovation versus full custom. You know which path you're on before you tour. Prevents mistake number 3. Step 4, the builder audit, if relevant. If custom build is on the table, we vet the builder and the contract structure before you sign anything. Fixed price or guaranteed maximum every time. Prevents mistake number 4. Step 5, the simultaneous track execution. We run both your sale and your search as one coordinated operation, not sequentially. We close within days of each other and you move once. No displacement, no over leverage, no equity left on the table. Prevents mistake number 5. That's the entire framework. 5 steps. Specialization applied. The Move Up Buyer Strategy worksheet in the description walks you through each step with your own numbers. Free, no opt-in. So there it is. The 5 $200,000 mistakes I've watched move-up buyers in our market make for over 15 years, and the framework that prevents every single one. Listing before analysis, falling in love before mapping tools, underestimating renovation reality, signing the wrong builder contract, treating move-up like starter. If you're sitting in a $700,000 to $1 million home right now, thinking about your next chapter, grab the Move Up Buyer Strategy worksheet in the description. Walk through each step with your real numbers. Then if you want to go deeper, book a free consultation. We'll figure out exactly where you are in the framework, what your specific scenario looks like, and what the right next move is for your family. Drop a comment with which mistake you've seen happen to you, to a friend, to someone in your life. I read every single one, and if this video saved you from making one of these mistakes, hit that subscribe. My next video on sell first or buy second is the exact strategy that follows from this framework. I'm Shaunna. I'm here to help you move up without making the mistakes that cost other families dearly. See you in the next one.